Well, we're here, and Dean is the coffee maker, of course. He makes like the best coffee ever, and we call this our Finlander coffee. We got our boiling water here, and he's gonna put scoops of coffee in there, and you got to be careful, hey?
Yeah, it's got to be a slow boil.
It's got to be slow, because the water goes crazy sometimes when you put the coffee in there, and it can boil all over everywhere, and you have a mess. That happens at home sometime.
So actually, you should just put a little bit in there first, just to see.
Just a little bit.
In case you gotta pull it off in there. Looks like it's gonna be alright.
So that's, how many cup pot is that?
I don't know.
I think it's like 20.
It's a Dean and Lori pot.
He's gonna put 6 tablespoons of coffee in there. You'd think that'd be too much, but it isn't. It's like the best coffee you'll ever have.
Turn that down to boil as slow as you can for anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour and a half.
Depending on if you're sleeping, eh? Cool. Can't wait to drink it. Hi, it's Lori, the Youper Goddess, and you are not seeing the same set usually, which is my kitchen in our house, because Dean and I, it's New Year's weekend, we are at our storage camp. We call it our storage camp because it's an 8x12 building. As you can see, we have 2 little stoves and a mattress. What more do you need, hey honey?
That's right.
So we are making some potatoes that I grew up eating these at my dad's camp, and I call them like Dick's potatoes because my dad's name was Richard. And the 2 things you're gonna need when you make these is a screaming hot cast iron stove. And a lot of you Youpers have these stoves at your camp, and you'll be able to make these potatoes. The other thing you need is a headband, because you're going to be sweating. As you can see, my face is like blood red. You know, it's a labor of love making these, because I will have sweat running down my back by the time I'm done making these. And I have about 5 potatoes cut up, and you have to put them in cold water. It draws out some of the starch on the potato. And if you got your stove hot enough, they literally like jump around, you know, when you're putting them on there. So we're going to start cooking these. And it's kind of cool when you cut them. If you have some that are thicker and some that are, see, that one jumped. It's kind of cool. We have hardwood clippings in this little stove from Robin's flooring mill. That we have a flooring mill in our town, which is really neat that we can go and take some of them when they have a pile of them. We really use them a lot. So you're going to let these sit, and you're going to want a spatula that has a pretty long handle, because you don't really want to be putting your arm over the stove. And especially if you have one of those big wood stoves, that's what we had at our camp when I was growing up. You can put a ton of potatoes on that, you know, because you got more room. But we just got this cute little stove that we love, and it heats our storage camp. So when we come back, you're going to see what these look like after I flip them. They get these little dots on them. As you can see in here, some I had cooked previously. And that's where you get your flavor from. These little, they're almost burnt spots, but I don't know. You will never eat a potato that tastes like this. Guaranteed, eh, honey?
That's right.
When we were going out, I was like 20 years old, and we would go out to the camp. And did you think I was crazy when I started throwing potatoes on the stove?
It would be good.
And I mean, it brought back memories when we were eating these yesterday for breakfast. You know, so we're gonna come back and we'll show you what these look like. So I've been cooking these potatoes, and check it out. See, this is what you're looking for, as I wipe the sweat off my face. When you have this potato, see how it looks? You got little dots all over it. And you're just going to throw it in some melted butter. And you are going to sprinkle some kosher salt. Look at how beautiful. I can't wait to eat that. Oh my God. We're going to have fried eggs with this. Dean already cooked the bacon. He's also the bacon cooker. Because I usually burn it. Look at that, how nice. See how easy it is to cook these? You're just throwing them on the hot stove. Some of them will be like, like this one's a little bit thicker, so it'll be kind of crunchy, like al dente, you know? And some of them, when you cut them real thin, they're like potato chips. So all you're gonna do is throw them in a pan with some butter, and oh, so good. Totally reminds me of my childhood. And we made a resolution that we're going to eat these more when we come out here. We're going to come out nice fish, and I'm going to make these every time. And and if you have a door handy, just get some air, because I have sweat running down my back. But hey, it's worth it. So I hope you try these. You're not going to believe how good they are. Hey, honey?
That's right.
I mean, they're just so good. And if you don't believe that, well, what do we have to say?
And the coffee's almost done.
If these aren't the best potatoes and the best coffee you ever had, well, if you don't believe that, what do we say, honey? Doubt it. So check it out. Nothing like fried eggs in bacon grease. If you've never tried it, you should. There's Dean's good bacon. Oh, look at that. And the star of the breakfast. The best potatoes you will ever put in your mouth. And that is a guarantee. I can't wait to eat. Yay! I'm so excited. I always take my potato and I put it in that egg yolk. They're so good. There ain't nothing like it. Except being with you, honey.
Okay, my turn to eat. See you later.
Bye!